Perfect. You good? Perfect. Well, I'm not, so.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put chat. God, this is gonna be fucking rough.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be great. You can already tell.
I put chat over there, so it's kind of like I'm looking at the camera.
Perfect. Dude, where'd my fuck? I
In
thought.
case somebody actually shows up and is really bored out of their mind.
Yeah, you get it. Just like us. Anyway, what the fuck was I calling this? Oh, yeah, this is
It's
definitely
not
not
a
a podcast.
podcast.
That's it. That's it. I'm HK. This is Ratcliffe. We don't know what the hell we're talking about. It's going to be good. It's going to be good.
Something like that.
It's not going to be good. It's going to be bad. All right.
No, it's not gonna be good. It's gonna be terrible.
All right. I only had one talking point, and that's pretty bad. So we're going to start off with that.
Okay.
Okay. So if you get paid but don't enjoy jacking off a man, is it gay?
Yeah.
All right. All right. All right. Next follow-up question.
All right.
The guy who
We got
extracts
there.
who extracts semen from horses, is he into bestiality?
Um, he probably is.
I mean, he has to be, right? He works for
Because
horse
why the
cops.
fuck would you? Why would you choose that job?
Exactly. Exactly. Like somebody has to do it, but you didn't have to be you, right?
That's true, but there's any job, and first of all, you actually have to have a degree of some kind to get the real position,
Yeah, you do.
which causes dedication. So that means you're probably into it because you went to work with whatever horses in this example. I guess you
Yeah.
purposely picked that shit out,
True. 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 True.
and then if you're just a helper because you don't need a degree to be a helper. I know this because of cursed lore, unfortunately.
I also know this actually. Oddly enough.
And, uh, yeah. So you don't need it. You don't need a degree to go there, which means you chose to go for that job. A little bit less dedication, but maybe you're professionally less like attached to it. So you're like, all right,
Yeah.
I'm into the horse part
Yeah. The
or the milk part.
I remember. So I did pre-vet in college when I thought I could. Oh God! I fucking sat down. This is gonna go well.
Stop clicking.
No, I like mush my shit. Anyway, I went for pre-vet before I realized that I couldn't do science, and that was a mistake. Um, and I remember them showing us the fucking instruments that they used to jack the horses off. It was just like a little like table they fuck, and I'm
It's like a sleeve, right?
yeah. And I'm like, do you have to do this? And they're like, well, someone has to. And I was like, so no. So and you don't have to do this.
That wasn't the question. That wasn't the question.
And they like walked us over
Somebody
to
has to.
they walked us over to like the next part was like they walked us over to the cow that has like the hole in the side of its stomach so you can see all the fucking valves because people say there's like cows have 4 stomachs and that's just clearly not right, but it's kind of right. There's like a bunch of compartments, but anyway, so you could have done that
Yeah.
or you could have jacked horses off. Someone chose to not do the open whole cow and do the other thing. It was let me tell you, that was mind blowing. Loads.
Okay.
Ugh. All right. Oh, man, it's so fucking
All
hot
right.
there.
Did you have anything else along that train of thought or no?
That was a train of thought. I thought I was just being crazy.
Yeah, I mean, you started off with jacking off dudes, and then you went to jacking off horses. So
Oh, yeah. Well, we can keep
There's a
talking about
theme.
semen. Yeah, that's fine.
we don't have to. Just
No. I'm okay with that.
you said you had one thing to talk about, so it's either people who love or hate jacking off. No, that's the only thing it can be. Or I guess cum. I guess that could be that.
Yeah. We're going to the cum route. All right. Next question:
Okay.
Is it gay? Um,
Okay, this okay.
is tasting your own cum as a dude gay?
A little bit,
A
yeah,
little bit.
definitely.
I think that's right. I don't think it's super
Yeah.
gay, but I think maybe the older you are that you do it, it's probably worse.
It's one of those things where it's like a curiosity. Oh, true. Yeah, the older you are, yeah, true.
Yeah, like you're
Like if
young,
you were gonna do it when you were young,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
because you eat your own fucking boogers when you're a kid. You
That's
know,
true.
it's
That's
like
true. This isn't that much more of a
you know,
stretch.
no,
Oh
it's still something your body makes. So
Wait, are you saying it's okay to eat your own shit? Hold on, I'm okay with this line of thought. Let's
I
go
didn't
in.
say that. I didn't say it was. I didn't say any of these things were okay. I just said it's some of these things people just do because they're dumb
Curious? Yeah, young,
or
stupid.
curious. Yeah,
Yeah. No, somebody
yeah,
didn't slap him in the head hard enough. I got what you're saying.
yeah. That's true. That's a lot of today's problems.
I feel like
Oh,
I feel like
yeah.
it's got to be near impossible to eat your own shit though. That shit just got to stank so bad. I mean, somebody's got to do it, but like,
Somebody's got to do it. Okay, this is the theme. Somebody's got to do it.
well, I'm not doing it. But
You could incidentally do it. You don't wash your hands or something,
mm,
and then you're like, oh, I got this. I was eating a sandwich of some kind that's drippy,
no, I feel like
and I fucking. Or no, worse, you're eating something with like chocolate syrup on already, like ice cream or something. That's a cursed fucking thought. Oh god.
yeah. Well, we'll circle back to that for sure.
You're like, is this Nutella or is this yeah?
It's got nuts in it. That's for sure. Um,
Time to gamble.
it's the gambling time. It's all. Oh, I love Gamba. Uh, God, I've only ever been to a casino when I was like too young to gamble because my dad
Yeah.
brought me, and they're like, "Stay on the line," and I'm like, "Why the fuck am I in here?" But they had I went to Mississippi. They had this great little arcade thing. It was nice. I need to go back one day when I guess now I just got to gamble though. But it had like.
I'm guessing they have like a line where it's like you have to be this old to cross or something like that.
No. It's like if you're not old enough to gamble, you're supposed to stay on the yellow line, and it's like just an arrow that leads you to the arcade. So it like circles the whole casino.
Oh, I got you. Because
Yeah.
they have like stuff like that in like the Vegas airport. Because of course, they have
Oh,
slot
yeah,
machines
yeah,
in the
yeah.
airport.
I've heard about those. Yeah. But
Yeah, and it's like get like what is it called? The gambling machines.
slot machines. Yeah.
The place you have to walk to go to like the different air places to get on a plane or leave, and then the seats are right there.
Yeah.
So it's like there's like signs saying kids have to stay on the other side of the walkway. It's so weird.
I believe that. Also, hello, lovely. God, no one else really got anything like that. Like I've been through a few airports. Now, when I'm in a state that doesn't really have a lottery, it's weird when they sell lottery tickets in an airport for sure. And I know they do that. I've seen that shit.
A lot. Wait, some places don't have lottery. That's like a
Yeah. We don't. Now,
thing at every place. Really?
yeah. Honestly, the funny thing is, so Tennessee's had it, and Georgia's had it. Mississippi didn't have it, but they did get it recently within the last. God, it's got to be recent. Less than 5 years for sure. So literally, I don't know why my state hasn't passed it. It's definitely strange, for sure. Because at this point,
it's an easier way to make money.
it is way easier. It was like, because we have a state alcohol store, so you think they'd be just okay with
Oh,
taking.
you're one of those. Yeah.
So you think they'd just be okay with taking the gambling money too, and I don't know.
Yeah.
I think if it goes to a vote, it's definitely coming through, but who knows when that's coming? Maybe soon. God, I want fucking baked beans now that I'm thinking about that video.
The fucking beans.
Anyway.
Uh,
Oh god, I'm dying. It's so sweaty, man. At least it's gotten cooler though in the last
Yeah, are you getting any of that storm? I know there was supposed to be like a hurricane or something
There's
coming.
a hurricane? When the fuck that happened?
I don't know.
I don't know, man. Hurricanes happen so much. I kind of just ignore them at this point.
Yeah, I don't know.
They happen a lot here, but like, uh, I don't know. I can't remember the last time I actually cared that a hurricane was coming. I guess
Mm.
like they'll say it's here, and I'll be like, okay, and then just stay in my house.
Yeah, it's been really nice here lately. Got a little bit warm today. Got up to like 80. I know that's making you mad even thinking about that.
Up to 80.
80 counts as warm,
That's hilarious.
but yeah, it was actually pretty chilly. Like, actually having to like wear clothes around the house.
That's cringe.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know. It did get cold. Like we had like the hottest week of the summer, and then it got cold like 2 weeks after that. And I don't mean like 80 or 75. I mean it actually got to like 65 in the morning, and I was like, oh, it's nice. It's nice out.
You could breathe. You could
Yeah.
walk outside.
Yeah,
and just
I
breathe.
wasn't in a soup, so that was nice. That lasted a couple days, and
Yeah.
then it rained, and then it got back to over 80s. So,
Yeah.
oh
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, I wasn't really too sure whether or not to hop on today, but I decided to do it because I realized that I was getting into this rut, like uh working and then kind of doing nothing and just kind of recovering, and it was getting kind of shitty. And it made sense for a little bit because it was like I moved into like the new apartment or whatever, and then was getting everything set up, and so I just had a lot of shit to do just in general. But I started talking with some workers and stuff, and they were like, "Hey, man, what are you doing this weekend?" Because we're actually like getting to know each other pretty well at this point. And I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I got fucking nothing happening at this point." So
Yeah. And then he popped out the mellow yellow, and the serpent was over, right?
oh god, that guy. Well, I don't talk to that guy like that. I don't talk to that guy like that. There's a couple of other guys that they were talking about. Like one guy went back to. He's from Colorado. He's going back there for something. I forget exactly what
Why?
it was. I don't know. His family lives there or something.
Oh, I guess
I
that makes
forget
sense.
exactly
I forget
why.
people who have family. That's
Yeah,
weird.
yeah. Like they got away from Colorado because too many people from California were moving there. It's hilarious, and so he left. And
I think that's a problem in like Tennessee now, actually, because Tennessee has a lot of open area and a lot of California people moving. So Tennessee people are moving down, and it's like,
yeah,
because I've seen so many Tennessee tags, and I'm just like, I need y'all.
yeah.
To leave me
It's
alone.
like because people just keep crowding cities, and then people are like, okay, this is outrageous, and I don't even want to live around this many people, so
Yeah,
I'm out of here.
like they could have just.
Because I was
stayed
like, I
there.
remember I was looking up.
Mm.
I was looking up like just like demographics of like cities and stuff, like in Alabama and stuff.
Mm.
And I was like, man, these cities are actually tiny. Like, there's not a lot of people in these places. And I was like, huh, why don't people move here? And I was like, oh, it's always hot. That's why. It's fucking soup
Yeah.
all the time.
I'm concerned about two things. I've lost my original coffee, and you don't have a banana anymore, and I don't know where either of those went. And I don't know why it's bothering me. But it is.
Oh, I don't know. I thought I had the banana right here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, I could have believed I dropped my coffee.
What do you mean you didn't lose your coffee?
No, I
Your
stole the
coffee's
other
right
one.
there.
I stole the other one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's fine. We'll get another banana so probably. Maybe they floated through the. Yeah, it's fine. It's
It's
fine.
all gravity, right? So.
Is it? Oh, it is gravity.
Yeah.
Huh.
You were being careful when you placed it. You were
Yeah,
like,
I was
right
trying not to
there.
shove it through the table. I was like, oh, I didn't realize that it just falls.
Monk. Yeah.
Anyway. Oh God, I'm dead. I'm dead.
Ditch.
Uh,
Yeah, I'll have 2 more weeks of having my current schedule, so I'll be able to do this whenever
does it start like in
Thursday
the
through.
like the beginning of October? Like you're literally changing in October?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So like, there's gonna be so right at the end of September, I'm gonna have like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday off, just because it's going to completely. So I'm gonna have a really long weekend. I'm doing nothing.
That sounds awesome.
Nothing bland, at least. Yeah.
Dude, I still got to take You go on. Yeah, go.
God.
Okay. I still got to take I had to meet my boss today, and I was like, I know we talked about my vacation coming up because I got like the a week before Thanksgiving I got off. Somehow I got that off, and I haven't figured that one out. But I still got to take like 3 more off days, and I was like, hey, what day would least impede everybody else's schedule that I could take off? And he was like, he was just sat there, and I was like, it's Thursday, right? Because like Wednesdays I got to do like Walmart stuff, and he's like, yeah, Thursday's probably best. So I'm probably gonna take off like just 3 different Thursdays in the year because I still got to do them before like the end of the year, but can't do them too late or we'll fuck everybody else over because of end of year bullshit. So I might take them in October. I'm thinking about it. What were we fucking talking about? What were you about to say? You were about to say something.
I don't know. Oh, I'm getting I finally went out and I bought a new headset, not VR headset, like just headphones.
Right.
and
You
stuff.
said yours wasn't working.
And
right?
I was thinking about buying that too. Yeah, it has like a little broken piece that you can't fix. It's just like there's just like a piece of plastic that keeps it, like it pushes it towards your head kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it's like a tiny stupid little plastic piece. It sucks, but
I think that's how I broke my VR headset the one time I broke it. Like it was the thing that keeps it from like going too far out. So the second it did it, it just extended, and I was like, oh, I can't wear it anymore.
Yeah, and I've been thinking about getting there was 2 things that I wanted to get, and let's see, I wanted to either upgrade because I just have like a regular Vive from like whenever it came out, 2018 or whatever, 2017, whenever the fuck it came out, and I was thinking about upgrading to a Pro 2, Vive Pro 2, because it just upgrades, so I don't have to buy like
new controllers or anything.
Everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything is compatible. Yeah, which is still like $800 though, so it's like fucking Christ.
Jesus, that's a lot. Is that like the good
Yeah,
one?
Is that the so new much? One? Yes.
Okay.
Well,
wait, is it the eye
it's
tracking
like
one?
they're top of the. No, because they don't actually even make the eye tracking one anymore.
What? Why? Because
like on their website, it's not there.
That's weird.
I have no idea. They have a whole bunch of different. So they have a lot of options. Like if you go on their website, like they have like the thing that's just like the goggles and like one single strap that goes back around your head. They have like one of those kind of things. They have something that's like almost just like glasses. So it's like they have like smaller, lower end equipment, but it's like expensive still because it's like small.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Like phones.
But like their actual like, yeah, but their most powerful thing is still like their Pro 2, because it has like 4K screens in each eye, and that would be like, it's not that much of an upgrade from the Pro, but I don't have the Pro. I have the original, which is like, I don't know, super screen door. Like, it's not slideshow. It's smooth enough.
Just got a lot of holes in it.
It's just it doesn't have enough pixels, so it's like when they're right next to your eyeballs, like the screens are only like 1,000 pixels, like a little bit over 1,000 pixels in each direction or something like that. Yeah. So it's just like you can unless something's really big or really close, it's like it's very pixelated. But I've just gotten used to it just because it's what I got, and it was cheap.
Yeah.
I was able to pick it up off a friend for $250, so.
Well, that's pretty cheap. But I mean, a Quest is
only everything because
a Quest is like $300, right?
Couldn't use it. Maybe. I have no idea.
I feel like it went up. I feel like it actually went up for no reason.
It's only cheap though. But I was either thinking about picking up that or getting a new monitor, because I have 3 monitors, and what I want to do is take 2 of them, throw them away. Well, not throw them away, but throw them away from the computer.
Yeah.
And get one like big wide one, just because it'll be less taxing on like the computer itself, like the graphics card.
Yeah, yeah.
Because like having multiple monitors, each monitor has to be controlled by the graphics card, so it just has like a effect on like how powerful anything else can happen. So basically, when I'm running VR, all three of the monitors are on. They're all running, and then this technically has two monitors.
Yeah.
So it's just like it's taxing on the computer. And then if I thought, man, if I upgrade to the, it's going to have basically two 4K monitors and then the other 1080p monitors that I have. It's just like, that's a lot of money. Again, a monitor like that is like, maybe I can find a cheap one for like $500 or something that would be big enough and make sense. But fuck me, like that's just so much money. I don't know. And I'm since I'm going to TwitchCon,
Monitors are cheaper now, though, right? Like, you can probably get a.
you can get cheap, like the ones that I have. You
Yeah.
can get. They're perfectly fine as they are.
But you want a better resolution one? Is that it?
But well, I still would like to use. I like having three spaces to put stuff. Is the thing, and if I have a wide one, then Windows has a way where you can sort of like bifurcate it. So it'll be one monitor, but it'll essentially be two windows. Like I
Oh,
can
I know what
have
you're saying.
like
It like just draws a
when you
line
slide.
and it says it's one
Yeah, because
monitor.
like if you slide something, yeah.
I think I can do that.
So it'll just be one
now.
monitor, but it'll have two things. I can, but since it's just a normal monitor, it crunches everything.
Oh yeah, yeah. I
But
have like
it wouldn't
a giant one.
it wouldn't crunch. Yeah, I don't have a big monitor. I have like two 21-inch monitors, and I have one that's like 24-inch or something like that. They fit on my desk.
I'd love to tell you how big this one is.
Something
I have
like
no
that.
idea. Like, it's big
Yeah.
enough. It's big enough. And let me tell you, I only have the one monitor. Actually, I bought a second monitor. I'm so mad because everybody keeps telling me
Yeah.
to buy a second monitor. I was like, okay, fine. I'll finally get one because I'm at the store. I'll just get it. And let me tell you, I got really fucking pissed off though because I bought an HDMI cord and I bought the monitor and I was like, all right, it's not that much money. It's not that much money. And I went to plug it up and I plugged it into the monitor and then I looked at the back of it and I was like, I see a lot of
Oh, you didn't
display
check.
ports. And I was like, wait, there's an HDMI on the top. And I was like, okay. And I plugged it on the top. Top one don't work. All the display ports work though. But so I have one regular HDMI port. So I have to either get a converter or just fucking deal with just having an extra monitor for no reason.
Well, they make wires that are just
Yeah.
display port, and you don't even need a display port for a monitor that's like not that great.
Oh no, it's
So-
it's really cheap. It's like $100. It's not even $100, I don't think.
Yeah,
I was like, I
you
just
only
need
need
it for
an HDMI for that kind of stuff.
I need it for like Discord and stuff if I have a game open on a full screen. And I was like, and then
Yeah, that's pretty much what I have.
and I just never got. So maybe in like a couple years I'll go get another wire. That's my plan so far. And I did check; it does work. It wasn't that because I just plugged into the original port and I was like, oh no, this one works. So it's just I don't know why I have it has an HDMI port on the top on the back, not on the bottom with the rest of the display ports and stuff because I have an HDMI port there. But the top one doesn't.
Yeah, that might
Do
be for
anything.
something else. To be honest, I don't know what it would be for, but it might just be for a different thing.
I don't know. I couldn't figure it out because it's definitely an HDMI port,
Yeah.
but I was like, I don't know. It's all plugged into the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
Anyway,
But yeah, I use my three monitors. I have one. The center one is the bigger one, which I have for gaming, and then I have one on the left that I use for if I'm like watching something or listening to something.
Yeah.
While I'm actually doing something, and then the right one I have for strictly for almost purposely just for Discord because I'm in too many fucking Discords at this point. There's so much shit going on.
nice.
So
God.
I just want to. I don't know. Just something I've been thinking about lately, just to sort of upgrade. But I don't know. It's such a load of money, and I got the TwitchCon thing happening
Yeah.
shortly.
That
so.
sounds. When is that? I know that's in October, right?
Yeah, it's like it starts whatever that week that the 17th is in. That's all I know. So it's like the third week.
Hold
something
on.
like that. It's that weekend.
So there's 30 days in September. So you know,
Got the song in his head.
hold on. No, I was doing something stupider. So the 18th of September is on a Monday. So 2 days behind that is what, a Friday? Is that right? No, Saturday.
I know, man.
Saturday. So it's on a Saturday. Saturday
Oh,
is
that's
the is
Friday,
the
so-
is a 30th. So
Okay.
hold on, I'm going somewhere with this. I promise. Hold on.
This feels like you could just open a fucking calendar and just be like, okay,
Nope, I've
this day.
given up. I'm done trying.
All right.
I think you're like the 3 weeks in or something.
But
I'm gonna go with that.
yeah.
So it's
Yeah, and
it's
I'm gonna
Friday,
be driving
Saturday,
there.
or what?
Yeah, well, so I guess the plan is that there's the wedding on Friday. On Thursday we're going to. The only thing that I know that's planned is that we're going to the Big Sphere
Right.
in
Did
Vegas.
you get y'all got tickets for that, right?
Yeah,
Everybody
because
got
we
them, like,
wanted to
next
make
to each
because you have
other?
to buy seats.
Yeah, yeah.
You have to buy a specific seat. So
And there's gonna be some random dude right in the middle.
yeah, no,
That would've
we
been
all
better.
bought them and took screenshots and shared it, so we
Yeah.
knew. And
Sell them on the street.
but yeah, we're going to some. I don't even know what the show is. I have no idea. I completely blanked that part out.
Yeah, like, is it
But
like
we're
a
doing it.
music, or is it like magic, or is it light show?
No idea.
Because it's like
zero idea.
it's all like a
My
monitor,
guess is
right?
it's gonna be
Like that's how it works.
basically the whole thing's a monitor on the inside. Well, except for where the seats are, it's like all around you. So
Yeah.
like
Paramore, gotcha.
for all I know, it's like some kind of nature bullshit. It's probably just to like show it off, to be honest.
God, I hope.
Like remember, I don't know if you remember when like they came out with like that 4K thing where it was like Earth or whatever it was, and they had it on like whatever Netflix or one of those things.
I think I've seen that.
And it was just-
it's like 8 episodes
Yeah,
of some.
and it's just
nature shit.
like
I like the monkey one. That was
yeah,
good.
yeah. It's so I'm guessing it's going to be something like that. I have no idea, literally none.
It's just a laser
And
light show.
so we're doing, yeah, we have that planned. The wedding is the next day, which I don't know if it's even planned at all.
But
Because I've asked,
Are they just
and
going
I've gotten
somewhere?
nothing. They were like, I asked the guy, and he was just like, we're gonna pick some chapel somewhere, and I was like, okay, homie, well, you better like,
Reserve something.
get on that. I mean, there's a lot of bullshit that happens in Vegas, right? But like, some of these things you got to plan for. You can't just be like, unless you want to go literally to a drive-through. And then do it that way.
They have those, don't they? They just have drive-through chapels that will marry you. Right?
They do, yeah, they do. I think they still have them. I know they did it for like a wrestling bit back in the day. So, and if it was on wrestling, it's surely real.
Yeah, just
so.
like those, like that. I'll never remember his name. The guy 69ing the screwdriver head dude. Who was it?
It's surely real. Fucking Kenny Omega.
That's his name. Yeah. I'm not gonna remember it later.
Yeah. So the old wrestling bit where they got married in Vegas was Triple H kidnapped Stephanie McMahon. Basically chloroformed her or drugged her or something. Had her in the passenger seat of his car. Went to the drive-through, and then the drive-through minister or whatever is just like, they're getting him to say their I do's, and he like leans over in her direction and goes, I do, or something like that. You can still look it up on YouTube. It's fucking there, and I'm like, this is just straight up kidnapping. Like, this is all kinds of weird shit.
It's fine. Surely
Whatever,
that's real
it was
marriage.
fucking funny.
I mean, they're still together.
I mean, it is now, technically. Yeah, it became real, which is weird. That's fuck.
And that's how Triple H took over the wrestling foundation. Yeah.
Yeah, and then they sold it to UFC. Well, they partnered with UFC, so UFC's in charge of it now.
UFC owns wrestling. That's so.
I forget exactly how it happened. So they like combined, and technically the leadership at UFC is overseeing WWE.
They like bought them
So
out.
they're still like, yeah, kinda something like that.
I didn't know that.
So it's just like people in the UFC have the final say, but the people like Triple H and stuff are still in charge. Like
Yeah,
I'll
they're
step
like
down or something like that.
they're like how certain corporations are under like bigger ones, like how Hasbro owns
something like that. So
like Magic or something. Wizards of the Coast, right? But Wizards of the Coast has their own board,
yeah, so
stuff like that.
so it's been like the first time in like 30 years that Vince McMahon hasn't had like direct say in his own company when he's been a part of it. So it's like
He
it's
came
crazy.
back, right? Is he still doing stuff?
Yeah, so he resigned, he retired in
Yeah.
air quotes,
And then he got his hair
and
dyed.
then he sort of did backroom politicking to come back. A lot of shady shit happened. People resigned and stuff, and yeah, but he came back,
Did he?
and you could tell because there were some storylines that were very not good, very
Yeah.
Vince McMahon.
That sounds right. He's always been like that though.
Yeah,
God.
he has his moments where he can make up some good shit, but he's just old at this point, and
He's ancient.
that's it. Yeah, he's just old. So it's just like he's done everything he's wanted to do, and now he's just I don't know. Sometimes he does shit because he thinks it's funny, which can be funny, but it's just like it's very out of touch with like anything today. And I don't mean that in like some kind of PC way. It's just like what wrestling fans want to see is he's that far out of touch because he's been around too long,
Oh yeah, yeah. I get
and
you.
he just hasn't adapted at all. So
Well, he's
why AEW's good that it's around.
but he's been around. Yeah, I mean, he's been around so long. I mean, there's no way you can't keep up with all these kids in their Fortnite. It's just not possible.
I mean, he knows when to sign people that are like big names, right? So like when he pulls
Oh,
in
yeah.
like
Is he still doing? I thought Triple H was responsible for that, or is he still doing it from behind the scenes?
he they both are, but as soon when Vince McMahon wormed his way back in, he supplanted a lot of stuff, and so it's like it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, Triple H has tons of control and stuff like that, but it's like, oh, but Vince has the final say kind of thing. So it's just like if he thinks something needs to change and something's gonna be good shit to him, then he's just gonna fucking change it, and that's gonna be that.
Sad.
Yeah. I don't know. I haven't super watched it or super cared about WWE in such a long time, just because it was so bad.
What
Like I think the last time that I was legit watching it was probably like 2012, somewhere around there. 2013. No, wait, no. It was after that. 2015 probably.
Yeah.
2014, 2015.
Yeah.
It's probably the last time I was actually watching it on a regular basis.
What days do you watch now? I know you watch it Wednesday. And Friday?
Well, it's WWE's on. So wrestling itself is on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. Just TV stuff. It really depends on if Edge wants to watch, really, because I don't. It's all right. Like the WWE stuff is definitely like, I'm here to laugh at the show because it's so comically bad.
Oh yeah,
that's what I'm here for.
Oh yeah, it's not good. It's just a moment.
it's entertainment. It's like why you watch some streamers on Twitch.
You're not there because they're good at the game. You're there to laugh at how terrible they are. Exactly.
Yeah, as either gamers or people in general.
Yeah.
You're here for the train wreck, you know.
Yes, train wrecks. Gambling.
Not literally train wrecks.
Dude, I didn't ever watch train wrecks until the Among Us phase of Twitch. Oh god, it was so good. I loved Among Us. I actually liked playing Among Us, but Trainwreck got like all the big Twitch people who wanted to play. At some point, they were on his stream playing, like every one of them, and like XQC was on there. who was big during it? Five Up, Hafu, all those people. McConnell, but McConnell knows him anyway, and so does Jelly, Peanut. But anyone who was
I
like
don't know any of these names.
any kind of name, you know who XQC is. Any kind of name.
I'm aware of the memes. That's all I'm aware of.
Yeah, he's gambling. Anyway, if they played Among Us and they were a big name on Twitch
I
at
found
that
the
time,
banana.
where the fuck was it? Up your ass?
I think it just fell through the table or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't believe that at all.
All of a sudden, I'm like it was attached to my hand, so I was like, oh, there it is.
Oh God, I'm fuming about that now.
It was literally like underneath my leg. I don't know where it was.
Oh God, I'm gonna die.
It's okay, man.
Thanks, I
You
need
have the
this.
banana.
Bring. Mushy. So where the hell was the guy going? Anyway, so he had everybody on a stream, and this is where the first time I really watched Trainwrecks, because I was like, he was literally live, no joke, 18 hours of a day, minimum. And I was like, what in the fuck am I watching? And it was good, because he had that same energy all day. And then he would like, if you've never watched Trainwrecks, let me put it this way. Here's
How do you have energy for 18 hours?
Here,
though?
I'll
How the
explain it.
fuck?
I'll explain it, because it actually became very apparent. And I
Oh.
thought it was a joke, and I'm not sure it is
Cocaine.
anymore.
Cocaine. Okay,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
got it. Meth.
It was literally
All right.
cocaine. The joke is
Of course.
he gets up and he's like, guys, I'm going to the bathroom, and he just walks off, and then everybody just spams the sugar emote, and I'm like, and he comes back, sits down, wipes his face, and he goes, okay, guys, okay. I was like, and it's like, he might actually be on cocaine. And then you like see clips of him raging, and it's like, yeah, I could see this. I think this is a plausible situation that could happen. So because it wasn't just the, I have so much energy, I'm awake all these hours, I got to rage. It was also the because he literally was streaming, I think, for like over 50 hours at one point. And then he just like got off. Like he's like, guys, I'm done. Puts his headset down. Like no extra stuff. He went and laid down. He like closed Twitch. He went and lay down. That motherfucker was asleep for over a day and a half. And I was like, what the fuck?
Jesus Christ.
And he just gets back on and does the same thing for the next 3 days. And I'm like, I don't know what's happening. It was good though. It was very good. I loved it. I don't know why I loved it, but it was good. Oh, he called out people who were so XQC always has drama bullshit around him, and that's not a surprise. This banana looks awful actually now that I'm looking at it. But anyway, he was cheating in Among Us, and Train literally had mods in everybody's channel. He literally would have this. He like messaged them. I think that was a main thing he was going to the bathroom for, actually, not just the cocaine, but also the cocaine. Because he would message them in the bathroom if they were in the stream, and he's like, they would say, "Hey, this person's looking to the side a lot, or their face lights up," and then they do something, and anyway,
That doesn't even look like a real banana. That looks like the
I know.
kind that has the screw on top that you can drink alcohol out of.
You think that's what
You know
this
what I'm
is?
talking about?
Yeah, I wonder if
It doesn't have a butt to it. The bottom. Its head doesn't have the butt.
I think this is a balloon. Anyway,
No, it's not. A
look at it.
balloon?
Look at it. It looks like a balloon. Anyway, so
It's gone.
what the fuck? Give me the.
I don't know where. I don't know where it went. Is it in me? It like keeps glitching. Yeah, there it is.
Brother in Christ,
There we go.
I'm gonna have a fit. Holy shit. Anyway, so they would
It's not a balloon.
they would like message him if they thought something sus was going on, if you catch my drift. And he would give them he would just say in general, he would like, all right guys, if someone here is cheating, please stop. I have mods in everybody's chats. They're watching your stream. Please don't do it again. And he would say this, and I've heard it several times. So I definitely know the people who were the problem because it was always when they were in a game. And he's like, all right, guys.
Yeah.
And then they'd play one more. And then if it happened again, he'd get up, go to the bathroom immediately after that game if somebody had a problem the game before. He'd come back. He's like, all right, guys. We're just going to start over. We're getting new people in here. And he just kicks everybody out, and none of those people get to play with him again until, like, at least a few hours later. Because there's always just, like, there was, like, 30 people on deck ready to play. And it was like, what the fuck? It was good, though. Give me that fucking banana before you lose again.
Yeah, don't give it to me. I'll throw it. I don't even know where I'm throwing it.
Yeah, I bet you took my coffee, too, honestly.
Yeah, before I got here. Before I was even in the world.
No, I had it originally, for sure. It's probably just behind you. I wonder if it's behind my back. I'm not figuring it out. I'm just gonna. There we go. Oh god, dude, it is legitimately hot as fucking hell. Oh
yeah,
man, this is a nice background though.
It's a nice PNG.
PNG? What?
It's
What is
PNG,
P? Do you
yeah.
know what PNG is? Is it like picture?
What it stands for?
Yeah.
No idea.
Okay, that's good. I don't either.
It's a file name.
And what the heck is a hot dog? I just want a PNG.
Jeez.
God, how long have we been here? It feels like forever. I'm tired and hot.
It feels like forever. We've been here 40 minutes. That's how long we've been doing.
What have we been talking about? Absolutely nothing.
Nothing. Literally
Excellent.
not. I think that's the point.
Yeah,
That's the point. We've gotten there.
This is
We
definitely
achieved.
this is definitely not a podcast. Oh god, it's so good. Oh, you know what? I kind of do feel a breeze hitting me on the back of the neck, though. I might be able to last as I breathe on myself because I'm dying.
I'm gonna breathe. Oh, that's bad. And that's how you cool down. Let me breathe on me.
Yeah, I'm pretty cool.
Oh my god.
Got him. Oh man, dude, I saw the Barbie movie yesterday. It's actually pretty good. I was surprised because I knew it was gonna be okay. No, don't shake your head. It's actually good. It's actually good. I promise. But I
Okay.
do want to see the Oppenheimer
say
also.
so.
Dude, it's good. Because it's not it doesn't do what I thought it would do. I thought it would be way I don't know, way more feminine, I guess. Now, like, it could have gone that route, I think, and it was.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know what it could have done. It's but it has a lot of.
Sounds like a great movie.
It is. Will Ferrell's in it. You should watch it.
Oh. Okay.
It has some really
I don't
funny,
know.
stupid stuff in it, which is good because I wasn't expecting as much of a comedy as it was. I guess.
I have like no interest in seeing either of those movies, the Oppenheimer movie or Barbie, at all. Like, there's just none.
What's the last movie you wanted to watch?
The fuck was it called?
JoJo. It's not a movie.
It's not a movie.
Wait. It might have a movie. There's a JoJo. Wait, no, that's never mind. Go on. I'm listening.
What the fuck is it called? There's a I know what it's about. I just can't remember what the fucking. Maybe it'll come to me if I just talk about it.
Is it like a scary movie or something?
It's like a. What would you call it? It's more like a psychological kind of movie. So it's like a guy is in on death row for
Maki.
the murder of somebody, and
The
he
Green Mile.
is no, and he is there, and they're coming. There's a what the fuck is he called? Somebody come in to evaluate whether or not he can stand for the death penalty because he's not
Like a psychologist?
like yeah, to give him a psych up to just make sure that he's like of sound mind. So like you have to be of sound mind and
Yeah.
have committed a crime to
Yeah.
like be eligible or something like that. Like
Yeah.
that's the premise. And this guy is um claiming to be possessed by a demon of some kind.
Same.
And that's pretty much the whole movie. So like it's basically these two guys it's almost entirely these two guys sitting inside of like a prison room where you would talk to like a lawyer or a psychologist or something like that. Like so they're like the prisoners chained to the table basically. And they're basically chatting about how the guy's trying to prove that he's a demon
Uh,
and the other guy is trying to prove that he's not a demon or something like that. Like it's like they're having just like this conversation back and forth of
the
like,
whole movie is him just
trying to
talking
figure
to
out
the
if the
guy.
guy's pretending.
He's literally pretending.
It's actually really good. What is it called?
Like, did they leave the room, or is it just like all in the room?
It's almost entirely in that room. I mean, there's like there's like
flashbacks or something.
there's like a brief period before it of like the murder happening kind of thing. There's like when what's the person's name who's like in charge of a jail?
Warden.
Yeah, so there's that guy. He talks to the psychologist person to like, he's like, come on, he's fucking bullshitting. There's no such thing as demons kind of thing. Like, obviously, figure out his fucking stupid ass game and just sign the paper, like whatever.
Yeah.
Like, he's just trying to kill this guy basically because he definitely murdered somebody or something like that.
They're definitely dead,
And-
regardless. Yeah.
Yeah, they're definitely dead. And it's mostly in that room. But they do show like they do show there's like two other scenes other than like them talking, and it's like there's like the execution chamber they go to. They show that, and then there's like a thing like right at the end of the movie where they, without spoiling anything, it's
Yeah.
just like
There's just another place. Okay.
so but it's mostly it's a super low budget film. It's so good though.
Well, if you
Just
ever
because they didn't have, there's nothing there.
is it in VR?
Oh, it's called Nefarious.
Is it in VR?
That's what it's called. You can watch it in the movie worlds. Yeah,
All right, I'll have to look at it.
it's definitely there. That's where I watched it
How new is it?
It came out this year,
Oh, that's right.
and it just went to like I saw it at work in like DVD form. So it's like it's very recently gone to DVDs and stuff. So the upload to VR chat's probably pretty good. I think I remember it being really good. I don't know.
It's probably fun. Like even
It's a
like
good movie.
like Barbie's not that old, and the upload on VR is already good. So as long as
Yeah.
it's been like a month, it's probably fun.
Yeah, that was the last movie that I wanted to see. Like I was like because I saw a little bit of stuff because every once in a while like random stuff just pops up on Twitter,
Yeah.
and it was just like, and most of it's ads or bullshit, and I was like, never show this to me again, and then I blocked the company. But I was like, oh wait, I'm not gonna block this one. I like this, and then I always forget the name of it, but
Nefarious. I'll try to
it's a
remember
good movie.
that. All right.
Yeah.
Have they made anything else that's good? Do you know, or is it like a brand new company or a director?
I don't even know who makes it. I have no idea who even makes it.
I mean, that's fair.
I'm not one of those movie kind of people where I pay attention to that part of it, to be honest.
Yeah.
I just,
Yeah. Sometimes sometimes there's like really good horror directors though, and they like make like one-ofs, and then they'll make another one randomly of something else, and it's just so you see the other one.
dog shit or whatever.
Well, even then, like yeah, but there's sometimes they make two good movies, and then they're unrelated, and they're like so many years apart you never figure it out, and then you look back and you're like, oh, well, this guy's a good director. But no, I don't blame
gotcha.
you. I don't think I've ever tracked a director ever. Like there's the one anime director
Mm.
that everybody likes. What the fuck's his name? Miyazaki. He like everyone knows who that is, and that's about it. And then uh,
He's an anime director.
yeah, is that what you call it? Is that not what it is?
I don't know. Sounds like somebody who makes video games. That's what that sounds like.
No. The one that made like Spirited Away and Castle in the Sky and all that crap, and Howl's Moving Castle.
I don't even know what I don't even know what those are.
Oh, okay, that's fair, I guess. Okay, so there's people like Jack Snyder who makes that Justice League movie, and Chris Nolan, and then there's like, who made Avatar?
I know who Chris
Cameron?
Nolan is. Yeah.
What's his name?
Is that James Cameron?
James
Did
Cameron.
he fucking make that?
Yeah, he made that. He
That
made
motherfucker.
Titanic and
That was
Avatar.
mixed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you ever want
I
to see
never
a
saw
long movie,
Avatar.
dude, they're long. They're good, but they're long.
Yeah.
Like honestly, like they're really good. If you have the time, they're worth watching. But holy shit, they're fucking long. So fucking long. It's like the Harry Potter movies. I don't think there's nothing wrong want to see them. They're good movies, but they take so much fucking time. It's not worth it.
Yeah, I'm not interested in that at
You
all.
watched all of the Lord of the Rings at one point. What the fuck you mean?
It ain't about the length. It's about the
girth?
concepts.
Yeah.
No, it's about what's in it. It's like I don't want to watch fucking children grow up and play with magic or whatever.
Yeah, you're right.
It seems very lame to me.
That's fine. That's fair.
It's just my taste.
I
you know?
watched it for them wanting to murder the kids that were doing magic. It was pretty good.
Oh, you're like I hate kids so much. I'm gonna watch all these movies.
Hey man, it's pretty good though. Or that. Should have seen the
Like,
red hair.
I
the
think
ginger
I
boy.
saw one. I think I saw one of the movies on a plane because they give it away for free. They used to give it away for free on planes, but
Yeah,
I
you
don't
just have to bring
know
your
if
own
they really
headphones.
do that anymore. Something like that. Yeah, this
Oh.
was like. Fuck, how long ago was this? This was probably like 2008 or something like that. And there was one on a plane. I don't even remember which one it was.
Oh,
Don't
God.
even remember watching it. I just remember it happening because I can't sleep on airplanes. So it was like
Oh, I don't know. that
losing
one.
my mind just because I have to sit still for
Yeah.
across country. Because I think I flew from like the East Coast to Arizona or something like that. So it's like a 4-hour flight.
Arizona. What the hell's in Arizona?
So at the time I was playing a lot of World of Warcraft.
Oh yeah, it's a good thing you stopped doing
And-
that.
At the time, like a lot, and I was specifically in a guild that
Oh, is this the
we all
meetup
hung
thing?
out, like online. Yeah, and I
Oh,
met
yeah.
up with like a couple of people from the guild that I was in,
Yeah.
and I took my buddy with me. He wasn't a part of it or anything. He was just like I was like, hey man, do you want to go? Like my plan was to rent a car, and go to Vegas. Go to like the Grand Canyon and go see the one crater. I forget what it's called, but there's a crater in Arizona that's like the best preserved crater on the planet, just because it's Arizona and there's no weather there.
Yeah.
So, and then we got screwed out of a rental, so we had to get a fucking bad rental, and then didn't have any money for it because there was limits on how many miles you could drive, and so it was like, oh, we're gonna pick one thing to do. So we chose Vegas because, I want to go to Vegas just to see it.
And that's where you met the magic
So.
guy and all that other shit, right?
Yeah, when I was in Arizona, yeah, because we played like he invited me into his D&D session just for like a one-off
Nice.
with all his buddies that he played. He did like I don't know if it was him DMing or if it was one of his friends. I can't remember that part, but
They just had
yeah,
something
the guy was
ready
the
for you?
doctor.
They just hand you like a player
Yeah.
sheet.
Well, they just filled it in. They were just like, "Hey, make a character. We'll make it work
Oh, okay.
somehow." So yeah,
You gotta love D&D.
made a lame ass fucking monk. That was very boring.
Boo! Monks suck. Boo! Boo.
Yeah, they're the fucking lamest, dude. They have so many abilities, but it's just they're boring. There's no flavor to them.
They don't do anything. They fall down the side of a wall and then punch people.
They
That's
punch.
it. Yeah, they punch.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, I punch again. I punch a fifth time.
All right.
You did it.
I am now this level. I now punch twice. Okay, woo.
Woo. And you now punch twice uh, without drawbacks, without a
Without
disadvantage.
penalty.
Yeah, without a penalties. I can now attack like a normal person.
Yeah.
God, I wish monks were good. They just. Speaking of
Yeah.
stupid monks, God, like I didn't play much WoW, but holy shit, I will never not hate a monk in WoW. Brewmaster monks, let me tell you. They will not keep aggro.
I actually wasn't playing WoW when they were in there, so
Was it
I never really
was that a
experienced them.
Pandaria thing?
Was it? I guess so. Yeah, that makes sense because the Brewmaster part.
Yeah.
Because that's like original Warcraft lore stuff. So.
I remember I was leveling up the account, and I didn't finish leveling it up because fucking God, I hate that game. So I was like in the 30s, I think, and I was a priest, and I'm like, all right, well this is easy enough. I know what to fucking do. And then it was like the first time I got a Brewmaster monk, and I've gotten a total of maybe 3 of them, and after that, and I'm like, every fucking time it was the same thing. They'll go in, they'll do some spinning bullshit through them, and the second the boss loses sight of them, the guy just loses every fucking bit of aggro, and then it just one shots some fucking body else. And I'm like, can you, out of all the tanks in the world, why would you pick that one? Like, you could have picked so many things.
Yeah, sometimes that has to do with the people, not the monk itself. Sometimes it has to do with the
player,
the actual people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I definitely can tell. But they were just.
Yeah.
I don't think it's necessary that he loses aggro every time. I think it's just so easy for them that it happened.
Yeah.
So easy, and I was like,
yeah.
When you could play Paladin or Death Knight or other Paladin,
it's a lot of
or anything fucking else. Just.
There's a lot of different options in the newer versions of it, but
yeah.
It's
I can't remember. Is it Rit or is it Holy that tanks for Paladin? It's
neither.
Oh, even better. What?
It's protection.
Protection. That's what it fucking is. Oh god. I'm like, I know.
Holy heals and.
I know. Yeah. And it's
DPS.
blood and DK that tanks, right?
That's changed over the years. Yep.
Wait, is it? Well, I mean, unholy fucking tanks.
That has. The Blood Knight has changed. I think there was a time when it was. There was a time when it was the Frost spec. And there was a time when it was the Blood spec.
It was never unholy.
I don't think it was unholy. I don't think it was never unholy, because unholy was always like a summoner. Like he'd summon a shitload of ghouls.
So that's not right for him. Yeah.
Like you'd always have a pet, but like they had the army of the dead or whatever it was called. That's when I stopped playing the game though. Pretty much. I think I played a little bit in Cataclysm and that was it. Now I'm playing hardcore because I love pain.
Well, I got a friend playing hardcore, but I don't know what server anyone's on, so.
There's only 2, I think.
There's only 2 servers?
Yeah, for hardcore, yeah.
Alright. Well, I guess I'll ask him what server he's on.
Basically, you play Alliance, you're on one server mostly, and then if you're on the other server, you're playing Horde.
Well,
you can play both because it's not restricted. It's
I can guess he's on Horde. It's pretty easy to guess for him.
Yeah, he's probably on the other server, but I'm not on.
Cringe. Shouldn't be Alliance. That's an ill moment right there.
It's just populations. It's just what it is. I don't like playing the Horde because their starting areas are so fucking boring. That's why I don't like them.
What's wrong with the Tauren starting area?
It's a big fucking open. Theirs is the best one for the Horde.
Yeah.
It's just a big fucking open field.
It's a. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the best one.
Yeah.
And then the the trolls and the orcs start in a fucking heat-soaked fucking desert kind of thing, craggy rocks and bullshit, and the undead start fucking in a plagued land. Awful, just awful, like miserable. Start in those areas.
I'd say the Torrens wasn't bad because I mean it's fine. There's enough different shit in there in the fields, and the like whole fucking Sahara.
Yeah. It's the best one. Because at least it's like green. It feels like it's alive instead of everything else is just fucking dead or dying or decaying.
Yeah, that's true. God, Jesus Christ, it's so fucking hot, dude. Oh,
How long did you want to do this for? I don't have any idea.
I don't know. It's been an hour.
I mean,
So,
all right, one successful episode.
yeah, we'll call it quote unquote successful.
Yeah, well, it's on.
It's definitely something.
And neither of us crashed, so
That's always a positive, probably.
got there. And we talked about pretty much nothing the whole time.
We did it. We'll do it again at some point, probably forever. I hate this.
We'll do it again next
Maybe next week. Maybe we'll figure it out. Well, this was definitely not a podcast.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna call it there.